Hey guys, Rafferty Pendery here. In this video, I want to talk about generating more sales for your small business and why your marketing could not be working for you to generate more sales. Check it out. So this actually came up pretty recently, and we were going through some work that we were doing and work another company was doing for a client. And it was very interesting. The issue the client was having is they wanted to be generating more sales. So we were doing one part of an overall strategy. We were doing one piece of a whole thing. And this actually opened a broader discussion, which is, okay, what are we doing with marketing? What are your expectations? Let's say you're a service-based company and they're there to generate leads, opportunities. Obviously, if you have e-commerce, generating sales. Okay, so if that's what you're doing, you're getting leads. You have two sides to this. One is actually getting leads. Are we getting the right kind of people? Are we getting enough? Opportunities there. And then the second part is, and a lot of service-based businesses overlook this, what are you doing with those leads? Where do they go? It's how you actually handle them is the other side of it, the other part of it. Because if a person is getting you opportunities, and let's say, for example, you're getting leads and it takes you 3 days to get back to the leads. Well, you're going to have lost 80%, 90% of the opportunities that you could have gotten had you had a process in place to follow up with them. One of the first questions I ask is, where do your leads go? Like literally, where are you putting them? And I've found people go, well, we put them on the spreadsheet. Great. How often are you reviewing the spreadsheet? Well, I put them in my email. Like, well, that's kind of rough. Like, how do you know if you're following up? How do you know if you're following up enough? We know there's all kinds of stats out there, and it can take up to 8 or more times of contacting a person before you're actually going to sign them up or find out that, they tell you to go away. From our perspective, you need to be on top of your leads. Where do they go? Having a place that all of this goes. Then what is your process to follow up on that? That all has to do with your sales process. That all has to do with how you actually handle leads. It's very easy to say, well, yeah, I have these things and I'm not generating enough sales. But why? There's several different parts and pieces involved in why you're not making sales. So if you actually look through this process and you say, okay, we got an opportunity, what happened with the opportunity? Truly what happened? And sometimes that means that a salesperson has to be honest with themselves. Let's say you're running a sales area. Did we do the right actions with that lead or opportunity in order to generate the sale? What is our closing percentage? Out of how many leads are we getting? How many do we close? Then you have a metric. You have something to actually judge on. Now we go, okay, what can we do to improve that? Plus, are the people and leads and opportunities we're getting giving us what we need for the business? I have just found many times that sales guys will tell you the leads are bad. The leads aren't good. The opportunities are bad. I hear that so much. And then we go, okay, well, show me where the leads are. Where do you put the leads? And then you find out it's this disorganized mess. And it's like, well, what we're actually saying is, you got me leads, but they didn't sign up on their own automatically by themselves. Is that a realistic expectation? When we look at getting leads, awesome. Now, where do your leads go? What are you doing with them? Once you actually start to dive into that, how often are you following up? How much follow-up are you doing? Do you have a process for this? Are you answering the phone? We have found guys who said, yeah, we're having trouble with not enough leads. And then we found out the issue wasn't leads. They were sending people to a phone number that nobody was answering. Well, don't be surprised. But you can assume, no, that doesn't have anything to do with me. Until you actually go through the process, look at a lead. Where does the lead go? What are you doing? What is the follow-up? What are you doing to actually sell these people? Until you have gone through that, it's really impossible to say, why are we not getting more sales? Because that ultimately is actually what you're trying to do. So getting somebody to help you with that process through, like, okay, well, what are we doing? What is our process? How does this all work? Figuring it out yourself, getting some help if you don't know how to solve it is key in order to be able to figure out, why am I not getting enough sales? What you can do about it, solving it so that you can continue to grow.